And joining me now to discuss this in more depth is Tal Reshef, an East Asia expert. Thank you very much for being here this evening, Tal.
Thank you.
Is Russia cozying up with China over its growing isolation, or have ties between the two more authoritarian nations actually always been so robust?
Well, I don't know. They are robust very simply because they have a common enemy. They have a common problem. It's a meeting of two leaders, both of them authoritarian, both of them in deep problems. Both of them used to be very powerful until 1 year ago, more or less. Putin is deep in mud up to his neck in Ukraine, with his economy crumbling, and Xi Jinping, after being elected for the third time as the president of China, is facing internal opposition, problem with the COVID lockdowns, and also problems with the economy. So they're seeking each other's comfort, each other's assistance, but they have very opposite interests, and it is more declarations than reality.
China has continued to uphold what it calls an objective and fair stance, neutral stance, if you may, on Ukraine. Is there a possibility that Russia may be capitalizing on this as an ally, or perhaps China feels like it has bigger and more important foreign policy issues rather to deal with?
Well, ally, not so much, because China did not help in any way the military effort of Russia, not economically and not in supplies of armament or anything that can help the Russians in Ukraine. The only thing that they are really doing, apart of the declarations, is that they are buying cheap Russian oil, taking advantage of the situation that Russia is facing a boycott, and therefore there is less demand for its oil, so the Chinese are paying less for the oil that they are buying right now. They are not condemning Russia, but they are not supporting Russia either. So here again, it is a cooperation of two weak leaders with different interests, and not much more than declarations.
And just before we let you go, China and Russia have said that they want to increase strategic and military cooperation with one another. What exactly does that entail?
I guess it means nothing. It does not entail anything. It is China needs to be at Russia's side, at least formally, because a part of Russia, there is the DPRK and Belarus, Syria. I guess this is the end of the list. Even Kazakhstan is not anymore at Russia's side. So China is giving the support only in words, and those steps, I have a very strong impression that they will not become reality in any practical way.
Tal Reshef, an East Asia expert, thank you very much for your analysis and insight this evening.